Here's how leading enterprises are deploying AI agents in minutes, without risking security, compliance, or trust. With FluxAI, you can manage hundreds of specialized agents under one secure platform, complete with strict access controls, full admin visibility, and tailored customization for your organization's needs. Connect, process, deliver. Plug into your existing systems, process data in real time with advanced language models, and deliver powerful outputs, from instant proposals to predictive insights and personalized responses, all without writing a single line of code. FluxAI agents cut hours of manual work into seconds. Your 24/7 digital workforce, built for scale, precision, and performance. FluxAI. Scale smarter. Work faster.
Wow.
And we're live.
Wow. That was amazing, wasn't it?
What an ecosystem.
Wow.
I haven't seen that FluxAI agent video in a while. I didn't know you guys were working on that. That's incredible.
It is, right? It brings back so many memories. I mean, all of the things that we've accomplished over a short period of time.
It's a massive ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely huge. And, I was thinking about this last night. I was thinking, how far we come. And I think it's roughly about 1 million lines of code that we've got into it so far.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the one coding.
It's a lot easier these days with AI, of course, but it's still a huge amount of work.
Yeah.
And every single product that flashes up there, you can just see how much work and innovation's gone into this. It's incredible.
There's been blood, sweat, and tears put into this, and I think I speak for everyone when I say we're very excited. And thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the Pulse. I think it's an opportunity to get a little bit of an insight of what we're doing over on the FluxAI side of the house. We've got some exciting things. I guess I'll give Daz, our CEO, a little bit of a chance to perhaps, give us a little bit of an insight into your brain.
Yeah, we'll do some quick intros just for those that haven't seen us before. So I've been involved in Flux as a project for maybe 3-4 years now. Got involved just like any other community member gets involved. I first started creating some of the support documentation. Then got involved in Project Jetpack back at the time. Had a whirlwind ride, and then all of a sudden was lucky enough to join the AI team. And the thing that really sort of inspired me was, this giant amount of compute that we have, and being able to then come up with innovative solutions to put on top of that. And it's just like such a buzz, to figure out how can we build the future, like what's next,
Yeah, no, that's exciting. I think a lot of people's sort of journey into the ecosystem is kind of like that, myself included. Came in as a Flux community member, had a a pretty exciting interaction early on with Daniel, and have ultimately ended up in this position working on some fantastic things that we finally get to sort of share with everyone. And you're quite right, actually, that there's a lot of stuff here, and it's like what I like about the ecosystem is everything is connected. It's interoperable. You've got the compute, you've got the cloud network, you've got the AI sitting on top of that, and we're really just primed to now really serve enterprise and a whole bunch of different customers across the globe, which is the most exciting part. And so I guess a little bit of housekeeping before we get ahead of ourselves. I know we're very excited to dive in. Obviously, don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe, and push this. We want to reach as many people as obviously we possibly can. The sort of itinerary for today, we're going to maybe start a little bit more on the business side of things. That might be a little bit boring for some people, but maybe just get a little bit of an insight into how we're strategizing as FluxAI, how we're starting to penetrate across different markets. And then we can dive into the exciting parts where we can look at the exciting products. I don't want to leak them yet, that we're going to be launching today. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's dive in.
Well, Emmanuel, let's not forget, right? This is episode 1. So if the demo crashes, it's a feature, right? We're keeping it authentic.
It's a feature and someone's getting the boot.
And someone's getting the boot, and we've got 5 agenda items. We've got 2 products today, and we've got one guy that definitely didn't sleep last night. So let's go.
Absolutely. And in addition, any comments, any questions, please keep them flowing. We've got some of our people in the background there. I know Betty's in the background handling some of the questions. So keep your questions coming at a given point. And so, yeah, let's take a little bit of a look into the FluxAI ecosystem. What you're looking at here is we're really positioning ourselves as the Microsoft of AI, an AI productivity suite that serves a variety of contexts and use cases. And we've got 4 product families, starting with Workspace there. Envision the ability to leverage all the frontier AI models, open source, closed source, whatever you'd like, because we know there's an appetite for this across the globe. All of that is accessible within Workspace, as well as the ability to unify your data and have one platform of truth that you can leverage your internal knowledge and connect different knowledge systems. I think that's important. Again, I think one of the big things that enterprises obviously coming to terms with is as they begin to use AI, they're going to need to share a lot of data. And so the exciting thing with what we're building here is not only can it run on the decentralized network or Flux Edge, which is completely gated and private and secure, enterprises also have the ability to decide where they'd like to run this infrastructure and these products. And so Workspace is an exciting product for us that we are continuously penetrating across the globe with. Studios for your creatives, image generation, you can produce presentations leveraging Studio. You can interact with YouTube videos. Gone are the days where you have to sit through a 2-hour YouTube presentation. You can actually use AI to interact with that, ask questions. Another exciting area we specialize in is automation. As we were seeing sort of in the intro video there, custom agent development is another exciting thing that we've started to do with organizations that have systems, legacy systems that don't communicate. We can design custom agents that allow the ability of that information to flow. But fundamentally as well, within that capability, we offer the ability or a fundamental principle, which is human in the loop. I think if you speak to any real business out there, they'll tell you that they're not going to allow a rogue agent just to roam free across their organization. They want to be able to determine which environments and at what point the agent acts. And so we provide all of those capabilities. And of course, I think as what is probably the most exciting thing that we're going to showcase here is our voice AI capabilities.
Yes.
That the team have been working very hard on. It's something we're very excited to showcase today. And we're going to dive in deeper. And so I guess just to bring it all in, what really, I guess, brings all of this together is the ecosystem. It's the ecosystem number one. And the other exciting part is the compliance and auditing. There's another layer that surrounds every single one of those products that you've seen there, the auditing and compliance. And why is this? Again, businesses and enterprises who want to leverage AI are now at the point where the excitement is over. So they've been acquiring and signing contracts with select vendors. And now they realize, hang on a minute, we have no overview on where our data is going. We have no overview on what interactions are taking place. We're now starting to see the AI policies coming through across Europe, Africa, the US. And so now is that everyone sort of, started to think backwards to say, we probably should have thought of this from the very beginning. Well, with FluxAI and the entire ecosystem, all of that is completely catered for. So we have a full auditing and compliance that's attached to the entire system. It can flag whenever proprietary data is being leveraged or people are sharing sensitive information. And that way the organization is fully aware and can confidently use AI within the business. And so, yeah, that's a very exciting piece. But of course, fundamental to this, as I keep mentioning, all of this can run on top of Flux. We can deploy this on Flux Edge. We'll get into Beaver in a second, which can run on Flux Cloud. We're really beginning to weave in the enterprise solution and capabilities, the compliancy that enterprise is looking for, with a whole new wave of technology in terms of blockchain and decentralization, and really starting to weave in the two entities together. And that, for me, is the most exciting piece about all of this. And so, yeah, I guess we can look at, where we're starting to make some headway, because that's always the question, right? It's great to build a product, but are you actually starting to penetrate? And the simple answer is yes, we are. It's unfortunate. I think some last minute changes made it not possible for us to be joined with one of our clients. We would have loved to showcase that, but in the coming AMAs, we'll certainly be bringing some of these clients along. We're penetrating Africa. And one of the ways we're doing this is part of our strategy is leveraging strategic partnerships. And so some markets where we won't have a physical presence in, we're actually partnering with enterprise organizations and clients that want to go to market with our products. And so quite excitingly, again, our voice AI capabilities, one of our partners in Africa has been showcasing our technology and has developed a product that provides citizen support across a particular government within Africa, just to show you the scale at which this technology is beginning to get leveraged. Across the UK, we're starting to deploy this. Of course, I'm based in the UK. We're going direct to market. And so we've started to deploy some of these capabilities within healthcare organizations. Regulated industries is what we're really looking to target because of that ability to have compliancy, options, and where to run it. The other exciting opportunity for some of our clients and partners is the ability to deploy this on the Flux Edge. Again, leveraging low-cost computing, because we know the cost of computing continues to rise. And so our African partners are actually running on top of Flux Edge, would you believe? And that's how their solutions are being powered. And so continuously bringing everything across. And of course, the biggest market, which we're excited to obviously begin growing and scaling in, is the US. And we've got some exciting traction on there. I believe in the coming months, we'll be able to share a little bit more about some of the initiatives that we've got going on. And then ultimately, and part of why we are starting to bring this obviously to the community, we've started penetrating some enterprise clients, leveraging the community. And so we know we've got members that are part of the community working in large organizations or have connections to some of these big enterprises. We're now being brought to the table, and some exciting conversations are being had. Some exciting pilots are being taken in place, all because of you guys, the community giving us an opportunity, introducing us. And so that's also one of the reasons why myself and Daz felt now was the time to make you guys fully aware of everything that we've been developing, so you can really go out across the ecosystem, and we continue to build the ecosystem together. I think that for me is the most exciting part, is having yourselves come along on this journey with us as we penetrate enterprise, and we take it and we stick it to the big guys, they say. And so, yeah, that's a little bit more about the business side, I guess the boring aspects of things. And perhaps we can open the floor a little bit for some initial questions. If anyone has any questions, I don't know if we've got any coming through. Daz, any thoughts maybe we could cover?
Yeah, I mean, people out there watching this, they're like, great intro, this sounds awesome, but what actually sort of ties all this together? What is this all about?
Yeah, and I think it's the framework. It's how we've built this. We've spent a lot of years developing Flux Cloud, as everyone knows. So we've got the compute, the CPU compute. Then we started developing Flux Edge because we knew there's going to be demand for accelerated compute. We've developed that. And now we're building the product layer. This is the exciting, what enterprise is looking for, where the real money is within enterprise who are looking for these products. And so what we've been doing over the years is building the layers that allow us, as we're starting to see, to penetrate in these ecosystems. And ultimately what we're creating is a nice funnel, because we can go in the door with voice AI, with private LLM deployments, and then we can funnel them through the entire ecosystem and introduce them to a whole bunch of products within the Flux ecosystem. And so at this stage, we're really starting to weave in the enterprise and the asset together, and that's how we continue to drive value towards the asset. And I think, in my opinion, that's what really sort of brings everything together. So, yeah, great question, Daz. Love it.
Yeah, and I would love this to be an interactive session. So please, guys out there, leave your comments so we can answer them as we go.
Absolutely.
And so that's a great point. It's all about, we're members of the community ourselves. Yep. We want to build loads of value in the ecosystem. And so whenever we design products, we've always designed it with that in mind, which I think is so important.
And I think it's one of the things that is always at the back of our heads is the fact that we are not able to build these capabilities and take them to market without the very people that are watching this. And so it's on us to make sure, again, we begin to bring that value back to everyone that has been committed to the project and has continued to support it. Of course, we've had some downtrends. We continue to be in, it's up and down. But what we're really excited about now is we have the capabilities, the endeavor that everyone has put, the community and the project has put towards this is now being delivered into enterprise. And so I'm confident, again, as the months go by, as the years go by, we're really going to start seeing that transitional value coming into the ecosystem because of the funnel that we built.
Well, with that in mind, let's jump right in. And we've got the two key products. We've got Beaver and we've got Voice AI. And we've got some super cool demos to show you guys. You're going to be blown away. This will be some of the first in the world technology you'll be witnessing. And yeah, I'm super excited. So absolutely, what better way to start than Beaver? And here's the fun question for you, Emmanuel. What is the name of our mascot? And if anyone else out there wants to have a go, we might give away 12 months free subscription if anyone gets this right. So get comment away and let us know what you think the name of our mascot is. And so let's get the comments flowing in. Yeah, it's an amazing story in itself.
Dan, I'm seeing one. Dan.
First one comes in, and what about if we give you guys a little bit of a clue? And Emmanuel, feel free to jump in here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one here that some reckon is Dan.
What does this give you any clues? baby. It's actually Justin, and we've got our very own Justin Beaver. So unfortunately, we would have been there all day getting the guesses there. But Beaver, really, it's synonymous with the community, right? It's basically we named it Beaver because just like the community, it never stops building, even when the market's down.
Yeah.
So, and we give a damn about your data, and of course that's where it all comes from. But Beaver it's the world's first fully private meeting note taker and magic whiteboard, which is the key thing here. And it's going to give you real-time notes, action items, and summaries as you talk. But the big thing is we don't record or store audio or video. And I'm not sure if any of you guys out there have any experience with AI note takers, but the fact that it's recording all the audio and it's who knows what happens to that audio and video, that was one of the key things we wanted to make sure that we don't do. And it's just pure text transcriptions, keeping your meetings truly private, which is the whole purpose. And so, and the best thing about Beaver, and we've already said this, it runs on Flux Cloud, which we wanted to do from day one. And we also can accept Flux payments. Two major things right there. I mean, this is huge. So we've got thousands and thousands of nodes around the world. You'll be able to go in and you'll be able to then specify what nodes you want to launch Beaver on. Maybe it's just South Africa. Maybe it's somewhere in Europe, which is absolutely key for data privacy and data ownership, being able to really control that data, and that's going to be absolutely key. And we can now say it's within the Flux ecosystem. The Flux asset is now becoming truly part of the fabric of what we do.
Yep.
So
sorry, Daz, if I can just interject there. And why is this so important, right? We know everything's going digital. Everyone's having digital meetings. And again, we've got this AI that's coming into place now, and big tech is finding any opportunity to take our data and build better LLMs and push them back to us. And so this is completely breaking the mold, because we're, again, giving power back to the people and allowing them to freely leverage technology, but without, feeling like someone's watching in on them or someone's using any of their proprietary information. So this completely breaks everything. This is beyond exciting.
Right. I remember the first time I realized that one of the note takers out there, one of the popular ones, it recorded the audio and then shared it with everyone. And it just blows your mind. It's so scary to think like it's my data. It's biometrical data. I mean, I believe there were some lawsuits out there as well.
Oh yes, I know we've seen those. But again, why is that? Because up until now, enterprise hasn't had an alternative. Right. There hasn't been an alternative that truly offers these capabilities completely private, or the ability to run it on a decentralized cloud, to have it redundant, to have it on all the time. And this is what we're now bringing to the table.
Well, the Flux community runs decentralized compute. We run AI on the top of it. So together, we're basically Skynet with better branding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So that's the Flux ecosystem. Beaver is at the center of that universe, and it's all about the Flux asset. And so I think you probably agree, most of us spend hours and hours and hours in meetings, yet guess how many action items are missed or forgotten? Too many, right? Yeah. So the meetings themselves aren't the problem. It's just that nothing sticks afterwards. Someone takes notes, everyone's half listens, some people work while you're talking, and by next week, we're having the same conversation again. Sounds familiar, am I right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Beaver is able to fix this in two ways. So we've got the note taker, which joins your Google Meet, Teams, Zoom call. Oh, and by the way, this is a great time to just give a big shout out to the rest of the team, John and Andrew. John has worked tirelessly to make sure that we've got all of these different feature integrations. We've just literally got Zoom included. So big shout, John, thank you for that. And so it transcribes everything via text only. So instantly, it then sends you a summary and action items after the meeting. You can choose between whether you want to get that emailed or you can just see that directly in the platform. And then there's the magic whiteboard. Oh my God, guys, you're going to love this. So it's another world's first. Imagine a meeting where an agenda updates in real time, action items suddenly appear and assigned to the person who took responsibility. Commitments appear in the timeline that are constantly updating as the meeting progresses. Wow, right? This is the future of meetings right there. This is how not to waste an hour of everyone's time. So this is literally the future, and you're seeing it firsthand right here.
Seeing it firsthand. Let me pull this question for you, Daz, while we're actually on this. So the AI connect to the user and create a real-time translation and then dump the raw data after translation is written.
I mean, in a nutshell, that's essentially it's transcribing the words that are spoken. It then converts that into text, which the AI then is able to summarize, and it's then stored, encrypted in the platform. Or you can choose not to do live transcriptions and just have the AI summary only. Right. And so you've got different options depending on whether you're in a regulated industry or maybe you don't care about that stuff. You just want meeting intelligence to help you never forget.
Yeah, and I think, and that's one thing, that's the recurring sort of fact that you'll see across every single one of our products. Choice. It's completely at the discretion of the user. Something we haven't had for a long time, and I haven't been around for long.
It's the very purpose of Flux, isn't it? It's don't be evil, guys. Don't let the big guys take over and control us.
Yeah, great question, Borland.
So what sets Beaver apart? Every other meeting AI out there records your audio. Beaver doesn't. That's it. Simple. Your data is never used for AI training. We are fully compliant in the likes of GDPR, which is great for regulated industries. And there's also our enterprise on-prem deployment option if you want to go down that path. And I'm pretty sure there's a legal or compliance team out there that has blocked all of the AI tools, right?
Oh,
But
yes.
guess what? Beaver is built for you. We're here to solve the problem. So we're getting towards the demo, guys. Don't worry, we're getting there. So just to quickly give you an overview of how it works. Before your meeting, you're going to get an AI briefing email, if you choose to, 30 minutes before the meeting starts, giving you context from the past meetings. So that's meeting intelligence as you go into that meeting, so it's not a cold start. During the meeting, you're going to get Beaver transcribes text, updates the agenda as the meeting progresses in real time, shows you action items in real time. And then after, you're going to get a summary. It's going to hit your inbox with the action items, team members are assigned to, commitments, and the follow through is where the magic happens. And this is the bit I love. You're going to get a Kanban board and you're going to get a commitment ledger and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. So this is literally the meeting tool that's going to give you the edge over your competitors. And best of all, your boss is going to love you for never forgetting anything. Doesn't that feel familiar? So yeah, we're just going to jump straight into the pricing, and the pricing symbol. Beaver starts at $10 a month or 167 Flux, depending on the day. That could go up or down. Includes, if you want to include the magic whiteboard, that's for 20. If you're a team and you want one centralized billing, that's either going to be 12 or 22 per seat, depending on the plan. Annual billing is going to save you 20%. And every plan starts with a free 7-day trial. No credit card needed. You can dive right in, check it out, have a play around, see what you think. And did I mention you can also pay by Flux?
Oh, nice.
Nice. All right. And finally, 3 things to remember before we jump into the live demo. Privacy, no recordings ever. Productivity, automated notes. And then basically everyone stays present, which is the key. And finally, accountability. Every promise is tracked. So you can obviously just keep on top of things, make sure nothing gets missed. And that's it. With that, let's jump right into the demo. And if you want to experience it for yourselves, you can also go to the site beaverai.app, which is more of the kind of small business, independent interface. Or obviously, if you want to go down the enterprise path, there's also the platform itself. So, Emmanuel.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's go over to the enterprise. Just bring this up now. This one. There we go.
Just thanks, Richard, for the question. He's asking, will it also suggest improvements? I mean, it's almost like having a sort of a meeting coach. If you're the host, it's going to give you nudges. It's going to say, hey, you know, you're going to have to progress on the agenda if you want to keep on track. And, you know, you've got 3 items left. It is literally the missing piece that every single meeting platform should have.
Absolutely. So I guess let's take a look at the enterprise side of things. As I mentioned, we're building the Microsoft of AI, a bunch of products. We're going to dive into all of the other ones. I'm sure there's so many there that people are like, what is that? It's exactly what we want when you come into the platform. But of course, Beaver Note Taker, we're going to dive a little bit deeper. And of course, you guys can see my note taker has been following me around everywhere. I think, what do we have here? 36 hours so far. It's been following me, so you can see how many meetings we have, client meetings, you name it. But again, I'm confident in doing this because all of this data stays completely private. I don't have to leverage alternatives that I'm not sure of as to what's actually going on in the background. And so, as Daz mentioned, we've got a whole bunch of action items that it can begin to take and bring in. And of course, in terms of just actually integrating it across your calendar, very easy and simple to use. You can specify when you'd like it to join, what kind of calendar. Am I correct, Daz? We've got Google Meet, Teams. You're muted, Daz.
Yeah, we've got Microsoft Outlook and Google Calendar.
Perfect. So yeah, and a whole bunch of other ones coming through. I believe we just done Zoom, didn't we? Or it's coming?
Yeah, so that's in terms of the meeting platform.
Oh, the meeting platform, yes.
Google Meet, yeah. And then in terms of calendars, we've also going to have Apple Calendar as well integrated.
Nice. So yeah, so a whole bunch of things that we can begin to integrate in. But of course, the exciting part, And we're going to dive now into the consumer side because there's a whole bunch of analytics that we can begin to bring through to organizations that I believe Daz is now going to dive into. This is the enterprise. Those analytics, we're going to be bringing them through very soon. So let's head over to the consumer.
All right, yeah, so you can dive right in there today, and it's at beaverai.app. Sign up, it's free, and click around. And just to give you a quick insight as to how this works, so you can either join a meeting directly, Google Meet, Teams, Zoom. You put it in here. It's going to send Beaver right into your meeting, and it's going to start transcribing and giving you the real-time transcripts. And then you can also access the whiteboard from this screen as well. So what does it look like after a meeting's finished? Well, you're going to see your transcript if you've enabled it on the left, and so you can keep track. So that's a conversation flow. And then from that, you can actually choose the type of summary that it produces. Maybe you just want bullet points. Maybe you want a technical summary. Maybe whatever you dream up, it's going to customize that summary to you personally. And so further down, you're going to see action items that the AI was able to extract. And it's to that particular person as well. And then any particular commitments that were made that you can then sort of hold people accountable to and make sure that that doesn't get missed. And best of all, you've got push to the project management tool. And so we've got a whole selection of different tools, Jira, Trello, whatever you want. And then you can just quickly push those action items across and nothing gets missed. And this all happens automatically. Then you've got whiteboard, which means you don't have to have any meeting platform at all. You can just do it directly in the screen. You can set the agenda before you join. And then as the meeting progresses, the AI is able to then determine automatically which agenda items have been talked about so far, what's left. It helps everyone to keep focused, keeps you on track. You can share your screen. You can do everything you would normally expect to do in a meeting platform, except this is just helps everyone to focus on the meeting at hand, the agenda. Let's not waste, imagine how many hours are wasted in business meetings out there. It's just crazy to think. So this is very unique. I've never seen anything out there like this. So this is definitely a first, world's first. Super proud and really proud of the team that's poured countless hours into making this. And yeah.
Can we dive into the analytics a little bit for me, Daz? Because I think, again, with some of the clients that I've been engaging, this is what really excites them the most. The analytics behind this, it takes it to a whole new level in terms of meeting note takers, right? Because that's what we're looking for. I believe there's another section where it can actually monitor, let's say you're having group meetings, right? It can actually monitor who was contributing, who's not contributing. These are important things. And as an organization, we can actually begin to look at, are these meetings actually benefiting us or not? Are we just wasting time? Because these are resources. And so all of these metrics, like we're looking here on the consumer side, as we mentioned, those are coming through as well on the enterprise side. So for anyone questioning, the difference in terms of what we were just looking at, what I showcased in the beginning was the enterprise platform that organizations would be leveraging. And of course, this is the consumer side, maybe small businesses, etc. But they can go through that journey. And of course, the most exciting part about all of this is all running on Flux Cloud, completely being powered by the ecosystem.
Flux Cloud, baby, you know it.
Absolutely. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, so much data at your fingertips, you won't even know what to do with yourself. And yeah, just to sort of help people understand, like, how does Beaver actually sort of get in your meetings and get involved? Well, if you choose to, you can connect your calendar, and we've got the two, Outlook and Google. And then what you can do is you can set an auto join. And what it'll do is it detects all the up and coming meetings, ones that have a Teams link or a Microsoft a Zoom or a Google Meet link. It detects it's got a link, so it knows that it's going to be an actual recorded video, live meeting, and then it's going to join it automatically. And you could have it so it's manual, so you can turn that feature off if you want, and you can just make it where you would physically put in the meeting that you want it to join. You're in control. You decide when it joins, but it can be completely automated, which is the real special thing here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just to give you a few more examples, this is one of my favorite features. It's called Ask Beaver, and every single meeting you've had, months and months ago, years ago, even, you can come in here and you can ask questions, and it's going to search all of those meetings, and it's going to give you the answers. So what key decisions were from last week? And then boom, 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 there you go. And whatever you want to ask it, and then that's just going to keep the full history. It's rich. It's immensely powerful. I'm using it every day, and it's so powerful. And then on the left, you're going to have commitments. This is where you can keep track of all the commitments. And if I just go further down, you've got a watch list. Maybe you want to sort of put in competitor names or anything sensitive, so you can keep track of whether sensitive stuff's being discussed or not, or your own alerts. Maybe you want to add your name so you can see every time you were mentioned. Yeah, it's very rich, full of features, as you can see.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
Agenda builder. So it looks at all of your previous meetings. It looks at, you want to have a meeting with me and Emmanuel tomorrow. Give you an idea of some agenda stuff. Oh, well, here's some action items that you discussed last time that hasn't been resolved. Maybe you want to talk about them. It just brings everything in all in one place.
Fantastic.
And this is Beaver. Yeah, we give a damn about your data.
No, this is awesome. And I mean, speaking for myself, I've got 238 action items. There's no way I was going to be able to keep track of those if I didn't have Beaver. So this completely changes the game. It's incredibly exciting.
And massive thanks to all the hard work and from the team that's gone into this. Thanks, John. Thanks, Andrew. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's dive into some questions. Let's take a look. Is it possible in any language, Daz?
Yes. And you guys know I've got an accent. All right, I'm from North England. Some people think it's Australian. The AI thinks I'm Canadian or French sometimes, and it translates it into French. So yes is the answer. As long as you don't talk weird like me, it's basically if you talk in French, it's gonna do everything in French. It's gonna translate it. And so yeah, it's multilingual. It's incredible. Just make sure you talk properly, my darlings.
Fantastic. Well, here's a long one. When you say integration with Google Meet and Outlook calendars, can you create a Beaver meeting from Meet or Outlook via an add-in like Teams, or do you have to create it in Beaver and then accept it?
Yeah, you're in control. You can choose. You can either have auto join, and it's just going to join every meeting that's in the calendar going forward, or you could set it to just one by one. You can choose which one it joins, and you can click. So you're always in full control.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for Flux Payments, guys. Happy that was added. And listen, I mean, from the get-go, this was fundamental to us. Even when it comes to the build, in terms of deploying this, right? The fact that every single meeting that takes place is running on top of Flux Cloud benefits the ecosystem. The fact that every single client who's using this capability has the ability to pay in the Flux asset benefits the ecosystem. And so this is, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the call, continues to just interweave enterprise solutions with the ecosystem, with the asset, really driving that value back into the ecosystem. So this was always a given for us. And then do you plan to have some educational content, for example, video tutorials on how to deploy? Absolutely. We've got some exciting assets that we've been developing, actually, taking things really to the next level. And as I mentioned, so that we can continue to empower the community, and you guys have as many different assets as you can possible to, again, introduce this technology and these solutions to businesses, to enterprises, as and when you wish. So all of that will be coming out in the coming weeks, and we will make sure everyone is fully equipped and empowered to spread the message. What do we have here? When will a guide be published for this? Again, so that kind of links to the previous question. That'll be soon. It's all in the works. It's all coming. I think that this, obviously, it was important for us to get it out there, to make sure you guys are the first to view it. And you guys, again, as Daz mentioned there, can go away and right away now start playing around with it. So we're very, very excited with this.
Super excited. But you haven't seen nothing yet, right? I mean, that was the future of meetings. Now onto the future of voice.
Yes.
Oh man, this is the moment I've been waiting for, man. I don't know about you, but
this is the big bit.
Excited. The very first time I experienced this, I was like, everyone in the world is going to be doing this. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people find it a bit crazy. My mom couldn't get her head around it. Like, why would you even want to do that? But talking to an AI now just feels so natural and normal. And we've done it. We have done it. Built on Flux infrastructure, utilizing the Flux asset, we have managed to create, well, another world first, right? Yeah. So it's the next big thing after the invention of the telephone. It's voice AI, and it has hundreds of use cases, literally hundreds. It's the latest product from FluxAI, and you're going to be blown away. So check this out. It's 7 p.m. Someone calls your business, they get voicemail, right? Happens all the time. They hang up and call your competitor. This is literally happening thousands of times a day across every industry. And that's just one use case. So the way businesses handle telephone calls hasn't changed in decades, like literally. It's like, who leaves voicemail these days, right? Who loves navigating through the phone menus? How many people call your business when you're closed? I mean, you probably don't know, right? I mean, you're closed. How would you know?
Right.
And let's not even mention how much time and effort it takes to train someone to handle more calls. And even then, I bet you're still dropping calls at peak times. It's just, you're set up to fail, right? And as I said, this is just one scenario of many where voice AI can solve. There's other things like employee training, role playing, customer appointment follow-ups, appointment reminders, customer service, support assistance. You can have them book meetings, e-commerce, order tracking, where's my order, even drive-through, a drive-through assistant, a voice assistant for a drive-through. We actually tested this and it was hilarious. It was so real.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but they can hardly understand my accent. So, but voice AI can. But the poor folks here in Dallas, they can't understand this crazy British accent. So, like I say, it's the future, man. It really is.
Yeah.
So, how did it all start? I mean, that's really kind of the fundamental here. It's like there's always a spark, isn't there? There's always something that starts innovation. And so it was actually my doctor from the local medical clinic here in Dallas, and she told me that she lost patients, not because of bad care, but because, you know, after hours calls went straight to voicemail. And it was that moment, it was like a light bulb moment. You know, it was like voice AI was still in its infancy back then, but we knew as a team that this was going to be the next biggest thing. And so Voice Desk, how it works is it turns your company documents into live voice assistants. So you can upload your FAQs, you can upload policies, product guides, any document you can dream of, you can upload the knowledge. And then that voice AI is going to answer the call just like an expert team member on your team. It's going to be real conversation. It's not a robot. It's your actual information and not made up answers. And best of all, it never clocks out. 24/7, 365. And so the 3 steps to how this all works is upload your documents, nice and easy. Configure your assistant. This is the best part. You get to pick the voice, whether you want an accent, a Canadian accent, Australian accent, Irish accent, you name it. You could choose between 200 different voices, even multilingual, foreign, as we practiced, and you can touch on that in the demo, Emmanuel. Yeah. That was a great moment switching between English and Spanish.
Yeah, that was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was great. We had Andrew who speaks Spanish, and he just threw it at it, and it performed amazingly.
Gracias, Senor Andrew. Dinara. So you get a dedicated phone number and a web widget. So you can choose between just having a telephone voice assistant or a web only voice assistant or both. And that's it. Literally go live within 5 minutes. It is so simple. So enough talking about it. Let's hear it.
Let's dive in.
No script, no rehearsal. Let's just do it.
No, absolutely. Let's dive in. I think this is exciting, like what Daz is saying. You're seeing a lot of this now, where again enterprise is starting to transition and really look for this sort of. Hang on, guys. I'm just trying to sort my screen out. Really look for the next representation of themselves. And I think voice AI and Voice Desk, what we're going to be showcasing here, really gives them that ability. We've got some examples here we're going to dive a little bit deeper into with yourselves. But again, just to give you the sort of a bit of an idea of the scale where some of our clients and our partners are beginning to deploy these capabilities. As I mentioned earlier in the call, one of our partners and clients is starting to leverage this to push this across citizen support. And so where you've got a voice assistant that provides various kind of assistance to citizens on a large scale. So imagine hundreds of thousands of citizens calling in, asking questions, etc. And this is just a nice way of perhaps contextualizing it here. We're developing a tourism assistant for the country of Zimbabwe. I'm originally from Zimbabwe myself. And so, as Daz was mentioning earlier, we can do some very exciting things like attach a knowledge base. So we've got a knowledge asset here that provides a variety of information as it pertains to the, I'm sharing one tab, as it pertains to the organization or the country in itself. And then the assistant can navigate destinations, nice places to visit, passport requirements, all of this kind of things. Beyond that, once you've got your knowledge base applied, you can actually begin to customize it. Again, personify it to whatever demographic you would like this assistant to serve. So if it's Africa, if it's South Africa, you can select a plethora of voices that speak to that place. If it's, again, Spanish, we've got Spanish in here, we've got American accents, we've got Irish accents, you name it. A whole bunch of voices that you can leverage directly within the platform, no code. So it's, I think, as we say at Flux, it's Dan proof. Dan can come in here himself and he can build a voice assistant. I think we did that early on, didn't we, Daz, where we actually cloned Daniel's voice and then we pushed it to the platform. All of those capabilities are possible within this ecosystem and this product offering. And then again, further customization, answer lengths, you name it. And so beyond that, once you've kind of have a persona around the assistant, you can actually assign a dedicated telephone line to this. Again, you can have customers, clients, citizens, students call this line. And again, it can provide information. It can triage calls, a whole plethora of use cases that you can begin to dive into. Not only can you do that, you can also have it as a web-only assistant if you so please, or you can have it as both. And so you can integrate the same assistant across a multitude of platforms, serving a variety of use cases. And so I suppose without further ado, if we dive a little bit deeper into the assistant that I've designed here for us, again, this is a tourist assistant that can help citizens travel to my country of birth, my country of origin, Zimbabwe. So I'm going to dive in and let's give it a call.
Thank you for calling Zimbabwe's Tourism Authority. How can I help you today?
Yes, hi. I'm a UK citizen. I plan on traveling to Zimbabwe. I want to travel with my children, sort of reacquaint themselves with their roots. Would love to get some suggestions of places I can visit.
That's a wonderful reason to visit, and it's so special to share that journey with your children to help me suggest the perfect places for your family. May I ask how old your children are?
Yeah, I mean, they're both below 5, but at that stage now where, they're sort of becoming aware of their surroundings. So it would be a perfect time to show them something different.
That's a beautiful age for them to start discovering the world, and Zimbabwe is such a magical place for that. For a family with young children, I'd suggest starting with the wonder of Victoria Falls and then perhaps a gentle safari in Hwanga National Park, which is only about an hour away by road. Are you in the early stages of dreaming about this trip, or are you actively planning dates?
Actively planning dates, just kind of curious, is there any sort of visa requirements I need to consider? And I tell you what, I would love to bring along every single one member of the Flux community along with me. So this is your moment to really sell Zimbabwe to them.
That's fantastic to hear. You're actively planning. As a UK citizen, you can obtain a visa on arrival, and the Casa Univisa for $50 is a great option as it covers both Zimbabwe and Zambia. Zimbabwe is truly a place of wonder for all ages. Imagine your little ones seeing the thunderous Victoria Falls for the first time or watching elephants at a waterhole in Hwanga. What time of year were you hoping to travel?
Probably towards the end of the year. But yeah, I think for the purpose of this demo, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed talking to you, and I look forward to visiting Zimbabwe.
It has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, and I'm so excited for your family to experience the magic of Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for calling the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. Zimbabwe is waiting to welcome you. We hope to see you very soon. Siyabonga, Maita Basa.
There we go.
Impressive.
Absolutely.
That is so incredible.
I mean, sorry, Dad, sorry to cut you off. You can just see some of the different angles I've been taking this. It's incredible. I've got a restaurant here. If I want to call up and want to order something, and let's just check this out really quickly.
Ember and Spice, this is Lauren speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Lauren. I'm planning on taking my CEO, Daz Williams, for a meal just to celebrate our AMA. We had great success, and I was wondering if you could recommend some food we could eat at your restaurant, and if you have any bookings for later this evening.
That sounds like a wonderful reason to celebrate. Congratulations on your success. We'd absolutely love to host you and Mr. Williams. To make sure we find the perfect spot for you both this evening, could I just grab a couple of details? What time were you hoping to dine? And do either of you have any dietary requirements I should be aware of? While you're thinking on that, I can tell you our menu is perfect for a special occasion. If you're looking to impress, our suya spiced ribeye is a real showstopper, or the jerk lamb chops with plantain mash are incredibly popular. For something a bit lighter but just as flavorful, the peri peri prawn linguine is fantastic.
I tell you what, guys, that's making me hungry now. It's getting to lunchtime in my end, but wow, right?
We are literally experiencing the future right now. I've got to pinch myself, make sure we're not dreaming.
Yeah,
it's going to be everywhere. It is going to be everywhere.
It's going to penetrate everywhere. And I think what really excites me about what we've done here is we've made it easy to use. I think that's the biggest hurdle that, again, enterprises are going to be looking at as they begin adopting these technologies. The same with Beaver is how easy is it to use this stuff? And as you can see, all of the capabilities are in here. We've got help guides, as you can see, within the platform on every single product. And again, everything is very simple to use, but we can also personalize it. There is nothing worse for an organization or an enterprise to simply buy an assistant or bring in a note taker that isn't actually applicable to the context of your organization. And so every single one of our products allows that ability choice. Where do you want to run it? Do you want to run it on a decentralized cloud to leverage low-cost computing? Do you want to run it in your own private cloud? What models do you want to use? All of these capabilities are all interwoven into the FluxAI platform. And again, the exciting part for us is this is completely powered by the ecosystem.
Well, Emmanuel, I mean, that was such a phenomenal demo. I think everyone's blown away. I think we are reaching the top of the hour. So how do you feel about maybe we can just finish the last slide and then the AMA final questions?
Yeah, I think let's get it moving. Let's get it moving.
All right. Well, just to finish, everybody, the mission is simple. No call left behind. We believe the AI voice assistants will become as essential as having a website. And I truly believe that. And then every business at any scale should be able to answer every call.
Yep.
So if you want to just experience some of the voices, feel free to dive into the demo site, voicedesk.app. If you want to get signed up, then hit us up, hit Emmanuel up straight away. Emmanuel will share your email at the end. And yeah, I'm so excited and blown away and impressed all at once.
Absolutely. I mean, can this be done in different languages? Absolutely. Like we said, Andrew, one of our devs, was speaking Spanish to it, and he went from speaking English and then started speaking Spanish, and it seamlessly started to interact with them. This is what excites us the most, and it means we can target a very wide demographic. As you've seen, we're going into Africa, we're going into Europe, we're going into the US. It doesn't matter where we're going. We have the compute capabilities, we have the diversity in product offering, and we have the community to actually get behind this and really push this. This truly is the future. So, yeah, fantastic question there. Let's see if we have any more questions. Which part of Ireland is this accent from? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. We do have a very nice accent in there.
Yeah, there's 200 voices, so there's plenty to choose from. And that example you saw with Emmanuel, with in the restaurant menu ordering, that was obviously an American accent. You could literally drop any one you want, and it's going to be the same experience, and sound very authentic.
Yeah, and again, we'll be offering the ability to bring in your own voices. If you want to clone your own voice and push it into the platform, that capability is also coming in. And so there's a question there: when is it ready? When is it available? Right away. We've got the demo site for Voice Desk there. You can go and test it out. Have fun. Beaver, you can go ahead and test it out as well. Again, if you have any introductions to enterprises, or if you're part of an organization that wants to leverage the enterprise products of these, reach out to myself, reach out to the team. We can begin having those conversations. We're already having some exciting conversations with Flux community members, and we honestly really appreciate it. And so I think for us, the opportunity is to have you guys join us on this journey and continue to support us. And hopefully we can continue to return that value to the ecosystem, to the asset, because none of this would be possible without you guys. And that's come from the heart.
That's a great way to finish, Emmanuel. Nothing would be possible without the Flux community, the community as a whole, we community members ourselves, and there's just so much love for everyone. So really, really, really big thanks to everyone.
Absolutely. I don't know if I want to just quickly, because this is an important question. How difficult is it to add Voice Desk to a website? Very, very easy.
It's easy and as quick to send an email.
Oh, yes. It's very, very easy. I'll tell you what, just for you, I'll do it really quickly. Once you've designed it, you push it, you go to embed it, and then you push it through. Simple as that. Copy the code. Voila.
All right, Emmanuel, I think we are ready to close out and say our thank yous. Especially big thanks to the Flux co-founders. Obviously, none of this would be possible without you guys. Thanks very much, Dan, Superstar, Jeremy Volter, Tadesh. Super appreciate you guys. Special thanks to our team, of course, with all this hard work is possible. John Kerr, amazing superstar. Andrew, Gracias. Thank you so much for all of your help with the automation. And yeah, you can see this in the background.
Betty's in the background.
Betty, thank you, Alex. Alex, who's working on the operating system, which is going to be perfect for episode 2 or 3. So thank you so much, Alex. And yeah, the team as a whole, we are literally just super grateful for everyone. And thanks to everyone in England who's listening. Thanks everyone, man. Just get on the website and check it out. You're going to love it.
Make it viral, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. And with that, we shall hand it over to Betty for the final video. Peace out, everyone.
Take it away, Betty.
Baby love. Yeah, peace out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you a story. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I am fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? What the f is going on? I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? I'm flexing on them now. 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 I'm flexing on them proud. What the flex is this? We going to the moon. Can I tell you something? Layer 1, layer 2, this is humongous. Decentralized, so we keep it 100. 10,000 nodes, yeah, we building an army. Flex on them now like it don't mean that. We an army and we strong. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? What the flex is going on? But the flex, we are so strong. We an army and we strong.